Boston Expo and windy Boston. I am wave 2, so follow the white line. Okay, this is where my bib pickup is. Hello.
Hello,
how are you? I have to record this because it's a momentous occasion.
Okay.
Wait,
you
no.
Actually, record down.
So I just went to the wrong bib pickup because I cannot read. It's really cold in Boston at the moment, so I'm dressed in 50 million layers. So this is actually my number here. Hi. Yay!
Hey, how are you?
I'm sorry, I'm really excited.
Yes, alright, let's check it out.
Neophytu.
They're almost there, that's me.
You wear these for every year that you've volunteered?
Yep, every year you volunteer, they give you a pin at the end of your assignment and it goes right onto the cap.
That's so cool. So this is year?
18.
18. And you think it's going to be the coldest we've ever seen, or you've ever seen?
In recent memory, yes.
I'm nervous.
Well,
it'll be fine.
Runners have a mental toughness about them. They can conquer anything.
Good morning, Boston. It is freezing. 5 years ago today, I came to Boston for the first time ever and covered the marathon bombings. And it was a story that really changed the way I come to understand what running means, what community means, and what this whole thing of Boston Strong. This is the blue line that helps you when you turn onto Boylston. You just follow this all the way to the finish. Very emotional day today.
All right, get in there, girl. Ready?
What I love about Boston is all the stores have the Boston Marathon, Boston Strong daffodils in their windows. Oh, you know, just snow the day before the Boston Marathon. Sleeting kind of snow. I don't know what this is. I'm on Newbury Street where all the pop-ups are. Just came, well, some normal stores as well. I just came from Tracksmith. Gonna go get some extra socks for the rainy conditions tomorrow. So the day before the marathon, there is a line to get into the store, Marathon Sports. Boston monsoon. Okay, it's drizzling, but it's gonna be raining harder apparently. It has been raining all night. I'm wearing my New York City Marathon poncho as a way to stay dry, and I have a few layers and shoes that I will be changing later. Here we go. So we're on the bus, as you can see. I'm here with my friend Ro. And look at that weather outside. Okay, I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna report back afterwards, but I think this is it because I'm gonna save battery power and just save energy for Boston 2018. Wish us luck.
The Garden State of New Jersey from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
You guys.
That was
so hard, but it was amazing, and just like the fact that, you know, you can keep pushing on. It's just amazing. Well done to you. That was so hard.
Oh my god, that was so hard.
It's done. It's done, it's over. We have the marathon medal. The unicorn has been acquired. But oh boy, was this unicorn so hard to get. So hard. As you can see, that little video that I recorded after I crossed the finish line, I didn't even know where I got the energy to lift my arm up and do that. But it was, I was crying, but there were no real tears, I think, coming out. It was just rain because I had no more energy. I had nothing more to give. And I was just in such a state of disbelief. I honestly didn't think I was going to be able to cross that finish line. I had no idea how that was going to happen. It was a fight for survival every step. And the girl next to me, when she saw me, you know, she came to give me a hug, and I was just, we all felt like and looked like we had come through a battle, you know. And I still feel like today I have battle wounds and scars and bruises and things, you know, a few days after the marathon. So let's talk about the Boston Marathon 2018, or as I have been dubbing it, Boston Monsoon. It was insane. It was a day we will always remember. Incredible wins by Yuki Kawuchi from Japan, the charismatic runner, and then Des Linden, who became the first American woman to win it in 33 years. So the Americans were happy with that. But I know loads of people dropped out. I unfortunately had friends who got hypothermia. It was crazy. So we knew the conditions were going to be intense. We knew there was going to be rain. We just kind of lived in hope that maybe it would kind of pass on through, or it would change. You know, weather likes to change. And it's funny because one of the earlier vlogs that I did, I remember saying, oh, it's good to train in the winter because it makes you prepared for whatever you may find on marathon day. And I don't think I could have ever been prepared for what happened on that day. Ridiculous headwinds, non-stop relentless rain from all sides, such freezing temperatures, you know, hardly got any sleep the night before because I'd been texting back and forth and been talking to friends about, what are you wearing? What should you wear? Should you wear a jacket, a rain jacket, or is it going to get too wet and just bring you down? Or what about sleeves? What about shorts? What about tights? What about gloves? Okay, gloves definitely, but they got sopping wet. So everything was freezing cold, and I think everybody made a case for what you could wear, what you could and couldn't wear, like what you should or shouldn't. There was a reason for and against almost everything. So anyway, I felt like this was a battle for survival. It really was the toughest thing I've ever done, even harder than running up the Killington Mountains, which people ski down, and we ran up them for 50k. That was hard. But this was another thing completely and entirely. Like this, you know, trying to hit those hills, which last year I had approached them with gusto and vigor and determination. This year I had nothing. I had nothing to give them. I was constantly being met with these headwinds, you know, and the rain never stopped, and in fact at points got harder and harder. And I remember one stage where it just pelted down on us, and I looked at the person next to me and went, really? You're gonna hit us harder? Come on! It was intense, so crazy. And you know, my fingers were so cold. I couldn't rely on the things that I usually rely on when I'm in a tight spot during a marathon. I couldn't play my power songs because my fingers couldn't even get to my phone around my belt to push anything. I could barely even get my nutrition out. My gels, I had 5 gels. I only used 2 of them because I couldn't get them. My hands were frozen. The gloves just did not, you know, would not work in terms of getting things for me. So even the water was ice cold and too freezing sometimes for me to take in. And a friend who gave me a bottle along the way, you know, I thought that he had just taken it from the freezer because it was frozen and so cold, and I was trying to drink it and it just didn't work. I could only take like 2 or 3 sips. It was really a battle, and so I have so much admiration for the people who managed to belt out their best times during this, because my time goal went out the window completely. And I think in hindsight, you know, my body wasn't ready for this because it needed everything. I needed everything I could have possibly needed for this. And I think that 30 miler that I did maybe took away some of the energy or some of the stamina that I might have needed for this. But I have no regrets, because I think this was the marathon I needed to run. And this is what I mean. So my goal, it's getting a tad bit hot in here. My goal was to run 3:16 originally. I know I have that in me. I know I have that in me. Last year I ran 3:26. And I know you might think, wow, to shave 10 minutes off, you know, I was training. I was prepared. I did hill work. I did a lot of speed work. Yes, it was an uneven training season because I was, you know, figuring things out for myself and traveling a lot. But I knew that I could do this. So then when the weather was happening, I thought, okay, maybe 7:20, 7:21. But like I said, along the way, it just became a battle for survival. All I could do was just focus on, you know, one foot in front of the other. My pace dropped. I could not get it back up. I could not dig in and find that nadia that I usually rely on. You know, I've never experienced a marathon like this before. I really had so very little to give, and the fear was there that if I did push further and push harder to get my pace back up, that everything would seize up. And I thought that I wasn't going to finish. I honestly thought I wasn't going to finish. I mean, that's why when I crossed that finish line, that little video, it's euphoria, it's delirium, it's disbelief. It's the sense that I can't believe I got through that because I didn't think that I was going to finish. So the time goal went out the window. So the fact that I did finish, and I finished in this 3:37:08. And actually, I thought I wasn't going to qualify again for Boston. But now, thanks to the fact of getting older, I've gone into the next age group. And I've requalified again because you need 340. So, you know, that excites me. The fact that I had a really terrible, terrible day, but I could still pull that out. It excites me to think what could come if I align things back up. Go back, rework the plan. What worked, what didn't work, go back, go into it, and maybe make some better and smarter choices along the next training season. I know that 3:16 is there for me. It's mine. I can do it. I know it. So I am not at all, I'm not disappointed with my result, because also, you know, as cliche as it sounds, marathon will teach you so much. And if you listen to those lessons and you apply them, man, I'm facing some pretty big challenges in my personal life right now, and you know, just knowing that one foot in front of the other is what's going to get me through, and that I've been through and gotten through so many other things. Again, it sounds like it's cliche, but it's so true. You need that reminder, and that for me was what this Boston was about. That's what this Boston, I will always remember, having made it through the Boston monsoon. This was the marathon I needed to run for my life where I am right now. I dug in, I found a self-respect for myself. That makes sense, a self-respect for myself. I found like this sense of respect, a sense of self-respect I didn't know I had, but I know that I needed it. And it's really important to do that work to get to where you need to be and where you want to be in life. And if you want to inspire others, you also have to inspire yourself, or you first have to inspire yourself. So I definitely inspired myself this Boston, and whoa, definitely one to remember. So thank you so much for watching these videos. Thank you so much for being here along this little journey. I've put them all in a playlist on running, and I've enjoyed this. I've enjoyed chatting along the way, and maybe I'll do it again. Maybe I'll do it for Can. Call it the V Down. A special shout out to Stevie Wong, who's kind of been an executive producer of this in a way, helped me bounce some ideas off, and I've really appreciated him. There is always a lot of people to thank when it comes to running a marathon. You may do it by yourself, but the people that are in your life that come out and cheer, or that cheer from a distance, you know, that support and love you, they're amazing. And I am so grateful for the people that are in my team. Let's see what happens next. The goals, you know, we keep moving, we keep building, and I'm excited. So I hope you have subscribed. If you haven't, please click that subscribe button. Check out the rundown. That's my passion. It's my thing that I love doing, and I would love to hear from you. What do you like? What do you don't like? What are you training for? Are you a runner? Are you not a runner? Do you just like listening to me ramble? Okay, I'm about to go now. See you hopefully again soon. Bye. Keep pushing on.